Hey everybody, Tom here, and today I want to teach you how to play my unofficial solo variant for Edge of Darkness. Edge of Darkness actually has a solo variant, an official one, but I wanted to try something different, so I made up my own variant. If you've watched my channel before, that's a thing I tend to enjoy because I play a lot of games by myself, and I kind of have a particular style of solo variant that I like the most. And so, as I have been wanting to get to this to the table more often than I can with other people, I decided I wanted to try my hand at making a solo variant for it. So here we are. So I'm going to teach you how to play this solo variant, but I do need to say a couple of things. First of all, this will not be a strategy guide for how to play the game well. I'm just going to teach you how my solo variant plays as I play out through a whole game. The other thing that I want to say is that you're going to see a whole bunch of things that don't come with the game naturally. I have created and developed my very own storage solution for this game. So if you are interested in seeing this storage solution and how you can download it and make it and all that stuff, in the link of this video, there's in the description of this video, there's a link for a Board Game Craft webpage I've created where you can download these divider holders that I've got here, these trays that go in some boxes and all that stuff. That's all available. And of course, in the description of this video, there will be a link to get the file for this solo mode. So I just wanted to say, before people come at me and they're like, why would you waste your time making a solo variant when there already is one? I just wanted to. So I did it, and there you go. Okay, so to talk about the solo variant, I think there was one more thing I wanted to say, but I forgot what it was. But before we talk about this solo variant, I do want to point out that I've rearranged things a little bit differently. Like normally the game would have you put these locations above the board, but I just find that for recording this video, putting them down here makes things a little bit easier. I'm going to be playing the blue player, the bot is the red player, and I am using the second setup in the player handbook. So this is chapter 1, Tale 2 or something like that. It's just the very second one that they give. That's what I have down here for the locations. And, you know, just to be completely transparent, I have not looked at every single location and every single card that this game comes with. I've kind of been wanting to explore that as I go through the handbook. But in my brain, I don't know of any reason why you can't use my solo variant with each of the locations. That's really why I wanted to do this. I know in the official solo variant that there are some locations that you can't or shouldn't play with, and so I don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen all the locations, but in my brain, you should be able to play with each of these locations. But yeah, I just wanted to get you a little bit closer. These are the 10 locations I'm playing with for this game. I have my tower cube ready to go with our first 3 threats here. I already mentioned that I'm going to be playing the white/blue player. You're going to hear me call it the blue player a ton. Technically, it's the white player. Everything is set up for us the exact same way you would in a normal 2-player game. And then over here we have the red player that is going to be the bot. Almost everything is the exact same for the bot player as it would be for a normal player. The only exception is we won't have any need for the action trackers. Like you don't need the player aids. You don't need those at all. And then also, during setup, I did not draw any threat zone cubes. They will be dropping cubes, but we won't really be utilizing the threat zone at all. And then, yeah, so everything else is set up and ready to go like normal. But the other thing that I want to say is that we do have a deck of cards. For my solo modes, apparently, I like to have a deck of cards that just runs everything really simply. So, like I said, I'm going to have this, all of this stuff is available. Check on the link down there. I've also created this box to hold the cards. Yes, so if you want to, you can make this. But let's just quickly talk about what this solo variant is going to entail physically. So what we have here is a deck of 30 cards. There are 10 cards that are green until I, hire somebody to make these prettier. 10 cards that are yellow, 10 cards that are this orangey pink color. These represent different levels of difficulty for the bot, and so these green cards are a little easier, yellow are medium, and pink are tough. Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be entering the prologue phase of this game. Oh, in fact, that's what I was going to say. I will have subtitled it. I'm not going to teach you how to play Edge of Darkness in this video. I've created a different video that will teach you how to play Edge of Darkness. I'm only teaching you the solo mode in this game. I have subtitled that at this point, but that's what I was trying to remember to say. Okay, but what we're going to do is we're going to enter the prologue phase. Now, the way that these cards are made up is every single card has an assembly phase side and an action phase side on the other side. So just to kind of explain how these are made up, is each color set, so these 10 green cards, on the action phase, they're going to have a sleeve this card icon, and every single one of the 10 spots is going to be accounted for in those. Same with the yellow and same with the pink. I mention that because as we go into the prologue phase, we're going to want one set of 10 cards. It does not matter which color you choose because the only thing we're going to care about is this randomizer here. So just temporarily, I'm going to move the other cards off screen. And we're going to go ahead and just shuffle these cards here. Okay, so we're just grabbing one color for the prologue phase. We're going to shuffle those and set them up right here. Now I have this first player token here for the blue player, and in a normal game, this would bounce back and forth between, the players who go around. The blue player is always going to have this, which means for the prologue phase, the blue player is going to pick a card, and then the red bot player will pick 2 cards back to the blue player, then blue player again, and then red. So it'll be us, bot, bot, us, bot. Just like in a normal 2-player game for the prologue initial drafting. Now I've been playing this game a lot, and I'm seeing lots of different strategies and different ways to go. This will be my second time with this set of locations. These 2 cards are relatively new to me. I've played with them once before in testing out this solo mode. But what I think I want to do is I want to go for a university professor. I am liking the idea of getting a whole bunch of agents out and using those agents to help me defend and other stuff. So I think I want to start off by grabbing one of these. I'll take a middle card, so we'll grab that one, and as per usual, like I showed in my video, I'm going to flip this upside down so that I know that this can't be drafted. And I think I want to put this one with my patrician. So we're going to go ahead and sleeve this in with the patrician, just like that. Sorry, there's going to be a lot of glare, just the nature of this particular game. And in my normal video, I had totally forgotten to execute these actions as we draft these initial cards. I won't forget this time. Oh, but apparently I forgot all of my starting stuff. And you would think that I should start over, and you're probably right, but I'm not going to start this recording over. I'm just going to hurry and hand out these things. But what I'm going to do is I will place one of these tokens on the board. Again, the focus of this video is how to play the solo mode, not how to play the game. So if you don't understand what these locations do yet, this is not the video for you. I'm not going into depth with that. But having drafted this card, I have placed an agent, and now if I want to, I can pay 4 coins to get a new agent, but by having an agent on that location, it makes it a little bit cheaper. So I am going to go ahead and pay 3 coins, which means I just paid 4 and I need 1 back. Okay, that was the blue players. Totally normal. This is a normal play session thing so far, drafting a card. And for the bot player, this is going to be just about as simple as you want it to be. My goal with any bot player is to make them so simple that you can really focus on your own gameplay. So we're going to take this top card, flip it over, and they are going to draft the card in the top right corner. So it looks like they are getting a copy of the Forge. The bot player will always take a middle card, and they won't get any of the rewards or benefits. The locations are complicated enough, I decided to make the bot stronger in different ways. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this card, and all 3 cards are going to go on the 3 citizen cards that the red player has. So that'll be their first draft. It'll just go on a citizen. Oh, and of course I need to grab their starting items as well. I will annotate that. I hauled this from my dinner table over to this recording table, and I plumb forgot. Oh, and I forgot that glare is so bad that I'm going to need to move the light. I will do that in just a second. But remember, we drafted. The bot player drafts, the bot player needs to draft again. So now they're going to take the second card. Ooh, that's the War Council. And maybe it goes without saying, if a card is chosen by the bot that has already been flipped upside down or that has already been picked by a player, by us, I guess, then you would just draw another card in its place. So again, these will always go with the citizens. The 3 citizens, they're each going to get 1 middle card drafted in there. Okay, so the bot just went twice. Ooh, so I'll hurry and flip that. Might as well, right? Now it's our turn. I'm getting a whole bunch of agents, hopefully, so that I can be more defensive in this particular game. And I'm off to a great start. I realized I forgot to actually grab my agent. Guys, I'm going to probably have to just pause for a second, take a deep breath, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Part of my craziness is that, here's what I mean, I needed to grab an agent for taking that action. Part of my craziness is that school is starting up, and so my brain is pretty busy with all of that. So yes, I apologize. We're gonna fix that right now. We're learning the solo mode. It's all gonna be fun. Okay, so that was our second pick. I need to flip the divider over, and I will. But now we get our final pick. I'd really like to utilize those agents to maybe help me get some money. So maybe one of these would be good. Flip these both over, and yeah, we will go on another card here. Okay, so as per the normal rules, we have our three drafted cards. We're going to get the red player here in a second, but we're going to keep one of our undrafted cards in our guild hall. The rest of these are just going to go to the discard pile. I just don't want to forget. And that's going to leave us with our final pick for the red player. Let's see, that was the Watchtower. That's already been used, so we're just going to flip another one. That's the Library. So let's, take that one out, flip that upside down. This will go with the last citizen. We will keep their patrician in the guild hall. And then these ones I will just put in the discard pile for a moment. We're going to come back to these cards here very soon. But let's go ahead and finish up. We need to take those 4 cards and put them on neutral citizens. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, yep, those ones right there. Okay, so let's just get this done as quickly as I can so that we can learn how these solo rules work, because I'm a little bit proud of them. I'm kind of excited. And we got this one down here. Oh, I didn't grab any of the 2 new ones yet, but that's okay. That's why we have the neutral cards getting them. And finally, this one here. One of them I tinkered around with on my practice session, but not the other one. All right, let's hurry and flip these back up. We're finishing up the prologue phase, almost there. And we're going to take the discard pile. Come on, struggling. I'm going to give it a good shuffle here. And we're going to lay out our cards in the street. One more. No, that wasn't a good one. Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay. So let's lay these out just like this. Yep. Okay. All right. Not any guild cards out in the street, and that's okay. So before we can actually enter round 1, what we need to do is to prepare the bot deck. And here's what that means. We're going to start with the level 3 cards, and I'm going to prepare a normal deck. We need 9 cards altogether, and a normal deck means 3 of each color. So 9 cards always. If you want to make the game more difficult for yourself, you want to make the bot tougher, you want more of the tougher number. If you want to make it easier, you want more of the easy number. So I kind of like to call these Era 1 cards, Era 2, Era 3. Or just imagine point values, that these have a point value of 1, a difficulty of 1, a difficulty of 2, a difficulty of 3. So if I use 3 green, 3 yellow, and 3 pink, that's a difficulty of 18. That's standard, that's normal. If you were to use more green ones, then you're going to drop your difficulty because your difficulty number is going to be lower. Okay, anyway, so that's just a way you can change up your difficulty if you want to. But we're going to shuffle these pink ones. and we're going to just pick 3 of them at random, and the rest are going to go out of the game. And we want to just keep them assembly phase face up like that. Okay, so take these and they go out. Then we're going to do the same thing with the yellow cards here. Okay, so we're just going to shuffle these up. And even though these all look the same on this side, they're actually different. You'll see that in a second. But we just want 1, 2, 3 of those cards. The rest go out. And then we're going to go like this and take 3 green, 1, 2, 3, and they go like that. And that is our bot deck of cards ready to go. Let's enter round 1. Now every round is going to have the exact same structure. It's going to be our assembly phase, and then the bot is going to take the bot assembly phase, then the bot action phase, and then our action phase. So we're going to start our turn, the bot will take their full turn, and then we'll come back for our actions. So in a normal game, our assembly phase means we need to bring down any cards from our guild hall and our threat cubes, and we're going to go pick cards from the street until our hand size is at 3. Let's see, blue player, let's look at what this new action here is here. This is, again, I played this once, but I never actually used this action. So it says, oh yeah, I did use this. You can move 1 agent from one location to another location. That's great. But I don't know that I need to do that so early on. And then you can also, you could place an untrained agent down, and before you drop your cubes next round, then you would need to pull them back. So that is pretty good. That could actually be useful as I try to get a whole bunch of agents early on, or at least make it very cheap to do so. So probably what I want to do is, let's just take these first 2 cards. These will be the ones that oh my gosh, the blue player's drafting. We're going to slide this over like that. And these will be the blue player's cards that they're adding to their hand. And there is no doubt that at least several times in this video I'm going to forget to draw cubes, but I remember right now. So now I need to draw 3 cubes as a normal part of the assembly phase. So these are going to go in the threat zone right there. So now that's going to bring us to the whole bot turn. So for a bot turn, what we're going to do is we're going to actually take this top card and we're going to flip it upside down. So whatever you see up here is never going to happen in this game. It's kind of a cover. We're going to flip it upside down. And we're literally just going to follow the instructions on the cards. We're going to start here and work our way down and go this way. Follow the instructions. You don't have to do any thinking. And it starts like this. So for our assembly phase, first thing is we're going to need to receive X reputation tokens, where X is the number of cards in their guild hall. So throughout the game, if a card ends up in the guild hall, then on the bot player's turn, when they bring that card down during the assembly phase, they're actually going to get a point. Okay? So that's just like a little bit of trying to persuade you not necessarily to use the bot player's cards as often as maybe you want to. So that's just kind of a consequence of that. Okay? Next, what we're going to do is we're going to draft 3 cards. Most of these cards say we draft 3, or draft our hand up to a size of 3. Some of them will say 4, but you'll see it. But in this case, we're going to draw 3 minus X cards. So, of course, we already have the 1 card here. So we need to draw 2 cards from the street as we see it below. We're going to skip the first 2 cards, and then we're going to grab these 2 cards here. So the skipping is all automated. I know in the official variant, it has to do with like grabbing your own cards. I didn't want to deal with that. I just want you to grab whatever this says here. We're going to be skipping 2 cards. We will pay 2 influence to do that. So I'm going to put these here, and I've learned as time has gone on, when you place your influence, just flip it to that side. It makes teaching this game to other people a heck of a lot easier, rather than them having to imagine flipping the token to bring it back. So, hey, there's a tip for when you're playing with other people. So yeah, so the map said skip, skip, and then we're going to draft this first and this second, and if we needed a 3rd card, we would have grabbed that one as well. So I'm taking these 2 cards back, and we're going to slide these down like this. And we'll add it into our hand here. Next, we're going to draw cubes, and we're going to drop them into the tower now. We don't place cubes in the threat tower. It was just adding too much fiddliness, in my opinion, as I was designing this. So in this case, we're just drawing 1 cube. So we're going for, oh, yep, there it is, a black cube. And we will just drop that into the tower immediately. There it is. Now, always, when cubes are dropped, there's a chance that monsters could attack. And so because of that, and I will adjust this on the PDF, this number needs to be a little bit easier to read than I have it now. But the bot will always have a specific defense number, and 3 is pretty strong for these green cards, but that's just how this happened. They will always have a defense number that will last the whole round. They don't like spend their defense to defend themselves. It's just this whole round, they can defend monsters that have a strength up to 3. Okay? So we've done the assembly phase. Now we're going to go into the action phase. Action phase says that we're going to take these actions in this order. First thing is we're going to grab this card from the advancements area. And seeing the cards in the bot's hand, we're going to want a middle card. And this should go pretty intuitively. If you have a bot card in your hand, we have a red card, then we need to sleeve that here. If we didn't have one, we would want to go for a neutral card. And if we didn't have the ability to sleeve into one of our cards or a neutral card, then we would sleeve into the player card. And so we're going to just go ahead and sleeve here. Now, if there are multiple cards, like if there were multiple red cards, we would want to fill the more empty card. So you'll see more examples of that later on. But we just follow this instruction. We sleeved that card, and again, we just followed that priority. Our cards, neutral cards, then the bot card, neutral cards, then our cards. Next, we're going to count how many of the influence and goodwill tokens are shown that are free. Now, again, I haven't seen all the locations, so there might be locations that say pay, put this agent down to get goodwill or something like that. I haven't seen those. So just anything that you could get for free, we're going to do that, especially in these early locations. That's easy. So I'm going to get 2 influence and 2 goodwill. So let's just grab those now. That's that. And then we're going to do this action. So this action is what it looks like. We're going to sleeve one of our guild cards into a neutral card. If we had several neutral cards, we would pick whichever one had the most slots filled. That just seems natural. If we didn't have one, we would just pick the first neutral card in the street going right to left and sleeve that and put that into the discard pile and refill the street. So as you print off these cards, if this is something that interests you, I have all of that information listed. There's a set of instructions, but pretty much you're trying to act on behalf of the bot in just ways that hopefully make sense. So that is the action that the guild player is doing this turn. So we followed these on the way down, and then the player, like the white player, us, they would collect 1 coin from, I need to fix that typo. This is 1 coin from the player. The bot player actually pays coins for every slot on the player's cards that they have in their hand. So we don't have any of the white player cards here, so don't worry about that. But basically, we would be paying the white player if there were slots down here. And otherwise, we're going to discard like normal. Our cards, or the bot cards, I need to be better about my pronouns. Bot cards and neutral cards go to the discard pile as per usual. And if we had white player cards, then those would go into their guild hall, but these will just go into the discard pile. And that is the end of the bot player's turn. So again, I do have instructions, but literally you're just going to read on the way down through this here, and I will have that typo fixed on the file to download. So that's going to bring us to our normal action phase, which will always start with us dropping off the cubes. And remember, the bot player will always have a defense number to compare with if by chance there needs to be an attack, but no attack so far, we're good. And so we need to do our actions. First thing I want to do is draft. I will frequently forget that, so let's make sure we do it. And so yeah, I'm going to pick this one, and I want to add it right here. Okay, and then let's go ahead and start taking some actions. Let's start by grabbing some influence and goodwill. Next up, I do want to do this. I'm not going to move an agent from one location to another. And oh my gosh, remember when I drafted cards and I wasn't going to forget to do the actions? Recording is tricky, and this is, here's the thing. Both of my parents are kind of in the hospital right now for 2 different reasons, and my phone has been exploding in my pocket, and I should just pause, but this is kind of the only time I have to record. So I'm going to keep going, but they're fine. My parents are fine. They're just getting old. Okay, so really quickly, for the draft stuff, the 2 cards that I had chosen were these two, so I will have wanted to put these here. I will annotate, and by placing somebody here, I will get a coin for that. I'll annotate it. And now I'm going to take this action where I could either move one of my agents from a location where they are now, or I could put an untrained agent down in its place. I'm going to do that, and what I like to do is I like to put a little marker up here with the cubes to remind myself when I bring the cubes down that I'm going to need to pull this guy back. But I'm going to put this guy on the university. We'll see. I've done a terrible job recording my actions so far. In theory, I'm going to remember that. And now I'm going to take this action where I could place another agent. He's going to go right here. And that's going to now let me, I'll do the and or part of that action. So now I get to buy another agent for 1 coin. So flip that. I will pay that. We're good to go. And I'm not battling, so I won't be using those symbols there. And I will just go ahead and get these cards discarded. And guys, that was the end of the first round. A little rocky start there, but as per usual in my videos, I'm actually going to keep those mistakes in because these are the common mistakes in the game, to just forget to do silly things like that, especially when you're recording. But I will annotate things. We're all going to be fine. We're just learning how the solo mode works. And in theory, that's the last time I'm going to say that, but I do like to apologize a lot. So here we go, round 2. It's our assembly phase. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring these down, and I won't be doing anything before. I'm going to hurry and grab my agent, otherwise I'm going to forget. So let me just grab that from here. Okay, and like I can't see any reason why having that agent out before we drop the cubes is any problem, but I just want to make sure I don't forget that. Okay, so we don't have any cubes in our guild hall, which means we're picking 3 cards. And I'm not afraid of grabbing a red card, but I don't have a lot of money, so I wouldn't really be able to take this action or pay the red player, the bot player, for that card. So I do think that that is going to be the one that I skip. So let's put this down here, and we're going to go ahead and take these cards. 1, 2, 3. A little awkward on camera, but that's okay. And slide these over. Okay, bring these back. And let's see here. So we had these 2 tokens. All right, I'm going to remember my cubes. It looks like, oh, wow, 6 cubes already. That's pretty early on for 6 cubes, but we're going to grab them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, those are in the threat zone. That was the blue player's assembly phase. Now we're coming over here to our bot player, and remember, they're going to take their whole turn. We start, whoa. That's funny. There are only 2 green cards that have that action. They just happen to be there, but that's apparently what the red player's doing. All right, so we're going to see how this works nicely today. Assembly phase. It's going to start here. So we don't have any cards in our guild hall, so we're not going to gain any reputation tokens. We need to draft a total of 3 cards. This is telling us we're going to skip the second and take the other ones. And don't worry, like I said, as I've played this, I feel like things really even out nicely. So what we're going to do is the red player's taking this card, and the blue player's card. Okay, this is going to, oh my gosh, I'm going to struggle. Bring this over, slide that over, and the red player, oops, that one goes over too. The red player will always, or the bot player, will always just shuffle cards as soon as they're needed. Even in my normal gameplay, I just say, let's just do it. All right, oh, there's one card that got left behind because I'm struggling a lot. Okay, shuffle, shuffle. Sweet, okay, so we're bringing these back. Awkward. And 1, 2, 3, there. What is that supposed to be? Probably like that? I'm guessing that's supposed to be like that. Since we're gonna have 100 annotations anyway, right? Next, we need to draw cubes and drop them into the tower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here we go. Let's see. Oh, nice. 5 cubes. Okay, no attack yet, but we're very close there in the middle. Again, this will be fixed on the PDF that you download. That is a 2 right there. I just need to make that a little bit more bold. Now we're just going to go through our actions. First of all, let's leave that bottom middle card. That's this one. Now you see we have 2 red cards. They both have 2 slots, so it does not matter which one we pick. I usually just go left to right to avoid the thinking, but if you want to try to be strategic, great, go for it. Oops, I should have grabbed a bottom one. Let me hurry and make that change. And really sorry about all the nervous energy. That's not great for a video. All right, so we're going to sleeve that card. Now we're going to count how many influence and goodwill, and there's none. So we skip that. Next thing is we're going to sleeve one of these into the cards. Again, I promise, only 2 of the green cards had that out of the 10. So that was kind of funny and random. But we don't have any neutral cards down here to sleeve. So what we need to do is go up to the street. We're going to take the first neutral card. We're going to sleeve that one. And it will go in the discard pile. And then we fill up the street again for later. Okay, now, this is the typo. So we're going to actually pay the blue player 2 coins. So let me just make some change here. We've got those 2, and then I've got these 2 to go to the blue player. And this card is going to go into their guild hall. And we're just going to go ahead and discard these 2 cards. So you can see from the bot, naturally they're going for a flagging card strategy. Totally random, but like I've played this solo mode 4 times now, and they like, once they were all over the place, they did all sorts of things. Once they went for a flagging strategy, once they went for an agent's strategy, and so like they just do different things. One time they were attacking a lot, so just lots of different things, which is kind of why I think this is a little bit fun. Okay, what we need to do is we need money. How much money do we need? I could get 3, well, I want to do this, which would only need 1 more coin. So I could probably handle that, right? Yeah, well, I can get 3 coins in order to add one of these onto one of these neutral cards. That's what this one will do. So probably what I want to do is to be able to attack. I want to attack this turn. Ooh, I don't think I can attack as strongly as I wanted to this turn. But that's okay, because I can still set myself up for some fun. So what I'm going to do is, let's take one of these cards. Nope, I want the bottom one. Sorry. Okay. And I'm actually going to sleeve it into this middle one instead of my own personal one. But don't worry, because I'm going to be claiming this card soon. All right, so I've done that. Next. Let's go ahead and pick up this guy to get 3 coins. So I'm bringing him back. He's bringing 3 coins with him. And there we go. Okay, then I'm going to use this card to place 2 agents on the Capitol Hall, but I'm going to be picking them up immediately and spending 5 coins to add one of my guild alliance flag banner things onto a card. I'm kind of going through that action haphazardly because I'm assuming if you've played this game, you understand what this location does. So I'm paying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go ahead and pay 5 so that I can add this onto here. Okay. Now, I've got 3 agents. I think what I'd like to do is... Ooh, what do I want to do? Oh, I want another agent back, but I can't have it back. Dang it. Because I want 2 for this, and I want 2 for this. Sorry, this is probably hard to see. I want to be able to place 2 militia down in order to pick them up on a different turn, but I also want to put 2 down in order to go to war this turn. Let's just go to war this turn. Oh, I didn't ever drop my cubes. Again, I would just re-record it. School is starting. Time is sensitive. I'm a fool. Okay, well, let's hurry and take care of this fight here in the middle. They are just attacking the white player with a power of 2. This should have happened before, so we'll get rid of this. This is actually perfect. I didn't plan on that, but yeah, so that we would have removed this in order to stop that from happening. That's perfect, because that's what we needed. And because we did that, because we blocked, we're going to gain a point. I like to keep points up here. If you saw my other video, I know I keep things a little bit differently. Okay, so now I actually have the ability to do both of these actions. So I'm going to go ahead and put 2 agents down in the deep hollow place, and I'm going to spend 2 influence in order to put 2 people down on the war council. So these 2 were here, and these 2 were here, just like that. And then I'm going to pick up these 2 agents so that I can go to war. And I can't pick the other two up because that would require that action, which I no longer have available. But I do have 1, 2, 3 battle strength. I will probably only be using 2, but we do need to refill the monster that should have come out earlier. But I'm a silly, silly man. So we're just grabbing the bottom card, and it's going right there. Oh, that is a power of 3. We do have 3 strength, so let's just take this guy out. This will also come into our guild hall. That will give me 1 reputation and a reputation, or put down an agent on any location. Let's put an agent down so we can defend ourselves. This will come back. And we gained 1 reputation for that, victory. And then I'm going to put an agent back on the do I want the watchtowers? Maybe I want to put them in Mill Hollow so I can get more money. I like money. Mill Hollow. Let's go for the watchtowers. Yeah, those other monsters are kind of loading up. Speaking of, we're going to need another monster now that we have killed that one. And that was it. That was that turn. So we're going to go ahead and clear all of this off. And all of these will get discarded. And that was the end of round 2. Woo! So let's go on to round 3. All of these cubes here is kind of what motivated me to get that watchtower person out there. So we're just going to go pick 1 card. I would love more agents, so let's go ahead and skip this one to pick up this card here. Get that all slid over like that. Ooh, come on. And we'll put that there. We've got all these cubes. We'll be dropping those shortly, but we also need 1, 2, 3 cubes in our threat zone. And now we're coming back over here. We're going to see, is that action going to be that one again? Because there are more of these in the yellow part of the deck. That would be funny if there was. Oh, there's our last green one. Okay. So hopefully we get to see some other actions. There's like attacks. There is other stuff going on. This is an agent training, but we're not there yet. Okay. Bot phase. First of all, we don't have any cards in the guild hall, so we don't have to worry about that. We're drawing 3 cards, and we're going to go 1, 2, skip, 3. Now, if you ever run out of influence, you still follow the card. You just drop off influence from the bank instead. That's only ever happened to me once in my 4 play sessions. So, I don't know, the bot seems to pick up a bunch of influence, so that's not a big problem. So, what was it? It was 1, 2, skip, 3. So, we're taking these 3 here as awkwardly as we can, and we're going to go ahead and refill the street. Oh no, hold on. We're gonna get those in just a second. Gotta shuffle first of all. Okay. We're doing a little bit better, guys. We're doing a little bit better. Like I said, it's been a little chaotic. My phone's been going a little crazy. And this is helping me stay busy. But we're gonna bring these back. They were both those. Okay, cool. All right, next up, what we're going to do is we have a defensive 2. If that becomes a thing, we need to go ahead and drop, only 1 cube. So 1 cube, a white one. Okay, defensive 2, we already talked about that. Next, we're going to sleeve this card here. That is a Mill Hollow one. Now, I have 2 red cards, and I'm going to always fill in the one that has the least slots filled, so I'm going to need a middle one, it looks like. I mean, I could grab a bottom one, but we're going to just go top to bottom, keep it simple. And so, yep, in that case where we had a few options, that's how we're going to handle that there. If they already both had 2, we would just grab a bottom one and fill up the 3rd. Okay, next we're going to check. It looks like we get 2 influence and 2 goodwill. I was saying earlier that it seems like our cards usually take care of us pretty nicely. I should make some change from those really fast. Because, yeah, we all know about the tokens here. Okay, so go ahead and get that there. Next up, this just means train an agent. So we're going to go ahead and flip that over. We've got an agent trained. I don't have any blue cards, so I don't need to pay them any money. These just get discarded. That was the bot's turn. Watch me. I'm going to remember to drop my cubes. Remember, we have somebody on the watchtower, and then the bot player has 2 defense, so let's see. Yep. So this guy is attacking the red player. He is attacking with a power of 2. We were able to defend that. So yay us. We'll get that discarded and grab a new one. Sorry, you might be hearing, oh, that's a big strong monster there. You might be hearing a lot of noise. I live right next to a train track, and a train has apparently started and stopped several times. I don't even know if you can hear it, but it's very loud to me. Okay, so we actually, because we defended that attack, we're going to get 1 point. And yes, in case you're wondering, there are several cards that have 0 defense. So that is a total possibility that you can't defend yourself, or as time goes on that your defense is too low. So yep, keep that in mind. It was the blue player's turn. Oh, we could, let's just get some more agents. I do like those agents. I don't have, oh, here's the thing, is I won't have the, well, hold on. We'll go one at a time. So once we're going to place this agent. That will allow me to pay 1 coin to get a new agent. And then I could do that again. Do I want to do that again? Probably, because then it'll be free. Yeah. Place an agent. Now my agents are a discount of 4, but they're all kind of stuck here. And that allowed me to get that agent. I could, I just don't have I don't have 2 agents right now. Oh, I haven't drafted yet, have I? Maybe I should do that a 3rd time? Would that be really, that might be too crazy. I could do that again to get another agent to go fight. Because I haven't drafted yet. I think I am going to do that. Like I said, that's just the strategy I decided to try for this video, is go wonky with the agents. So I'm going to sleeve that with this one. Soon that's going to be kind of worthless because I will have had all my agents out. But by taking that, I don't need to place any more agents, but now I can get another agent for free. Then, I did that all for a very stupid reason. I wanted to place my 2 agents out to go to war, but I don't even have that card, and I don't have the influence to do that. Well, but I could get the influence to do that. But I still don't have the card, so that was silly. I'm going to not place out on the watchtower now, because I want to save that for when I want to save these 2 for when I go fighting. Right? Right. So I think that was probably a stupid move in the end, but that's what I'm all about. I'm all about the stupid moves. Yeah, I think I'm going to hold off. I'm just going to call that good. Looking at what's in the street, yeah, I don't know. Probably crazy, but it is what it is. That was the end of that round. I only have 1 more agent that I can get. I've never gotten that many agents before in any of my games ever. It's a little fun. But that is going to bring us to round 4, and we don't have anybody in our guild hall, so I'm going to be picking up 3 cards. I don't have a lot of money, so again, can't really pay the red player, and I don't have money to get points, so I might need to skip that. But I don't really want to skip things because I need the influence to go fight, and I need money. I really do need money. Dang. I guess I could use this location, which would let me move my agents around. I could move them off the university simple enough, so that would be good. Do I skip this one at all? Yeah, I think I do. Okay. So I'm going to skip that one, and we're going to grab these ones here. I got to just start taking care of this street off camera. I had this issue in my normal gameplay video too. It was extremely awkward. Yeah, that is one. Oh, that's got a lot of things in there, so it's a thick card. Okay. So we're bringing these back. Got that there. I'll make change in a minute. Okay, bringing these cubes down, and we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, I'm doing really good on my cube pulling out right now. Not in terms of color, but in terms of number on a first try. And I'll also point out, if you are bad at tracking the rounds, you can always count how many cards are here. We just finished the 3rd round. We're flipping this over for the 4th round. This is so funny. I really do have attacking cards in there, I promise. Like, here, I'm grabbing these. There are some, you guys saw me. Look, there's a lot of attacking. There's attacking all in here. Nearly half the cards are attacking cards. Oh, anyway, it's just a thing. I would love to show off attacking. I hope they show up because I want to explain how to do it. Okay, first of all, no cards in our guild hall, so we need to pick 3 cards. We're going 1, skip, skip, 2, 3. So I'm going to need these 2. So 1, skip, skip, 2, 3. So we're taking these ones, right? That's what I said. Oh my gosh. I couldn't. 2 videos now, and you think I would have figured out how to make this less awkward. Okay, then we're gonna shuffle these. Part of the problem is like I kind of am stuck with one hand for a lot of that stuff because I'm wrapped around a tripod right now. All right, here we go. Bring that over, pick these up. It's all awkward, it's all uncomfortable. That's okay, we're good people, we're learning. I'm gonna hurry and make some change while we're here. And off camera, I'll do that for the blue player. Okay, next up is cubes. So we need to go drop in 1, 2, 3, 4 cubes. We have a high defense again, a defense of 5, so that's fun. But you can see, I mean, this monster has 6. It's not going to attack us this turn, but they do get pretty strong pretty fast. Okay, so... Oh, I did 6 that time. Dang it. I was getting cocky is what it was. Okay, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. 5. Okay, it looks like the white player is being attacked with this. They are going to take the watchtower one to defend themselves, so I'll just get rid of that. They are defending themselves, which will get them a point. Fun. What was I doing? Oh yeah, it's still the bot player's turn. But first I needed to reload. Okay, oh, we got some red cards up here. Oh, and I see, actually, the blue player got attacked again. No, the white player, right here. Okay, but they can't defend this one. Let's just load that up right now. Oh my gosh, there is a lot of scary stuff right now. Yeah, so they couldn't defend that second one, so we'll drop that down. Okay, where are we? So we just dropped the cubes. Now we need to sleeve that card. That's this one right here. Looks like we have 2 red cards, both with the bottom slot empty, so we're gonna grab one of that. Well, I grabbed 2. Let's see here. Oh my gosh. So this is going in here. Just like that. Next, we're collecting only 1 goodwill and 1 influence this turn. And then it's just the way it's crazy. This is so different. That's kind of why I like this. It's very different than the other games that I've played. We're training an agent, and we get to sleeve one of these. We don't have any neutral cards down here, so I'm just going to grab from the street. And this card, or sorry, this token gets lost. I don't know if I accounted for that in the rules. That's the first time that that's happened, but I will probably go at it. And then this will go down there like that. Okay, now the blue player did have a card down here, so they're going to get 3 coins as they get this card back. Whoop. The blue player hasn't used any red cards yet, so that's kind of unfortunate for the red player. But hopefully the red player will get some money. There is ways for them to get money in this deck, maybe, if they ended up in here. So that's going to bring us to the blue player. Let's drop off some cubes. Alright, so I've got 4 coins. I have 1 more agent. Do I really care to get that one out? Oh, let's see, I've got 3 battle strength, but all those monsters are pretty bad. The weakest one has 4 strength, so probably not the best idea there, but I do like the idea. Sorry, I know you can't see, there's empty down there. I want to draft another one of these. Yeah. And the reason why is I'm going to take this action twice, once to place an agent and get a coin, and once to pick that same agent back up and get 3 coins for a total of 4 coins, and I did have the agents to do that. I'm just winging it a little bit. I think maybe I do want to move one of my people down to the watchtower because things are getting scary. So I'm not going to add a new agent out there. I'm just going to I'm going to put that there to move this agent down that way. Now I could discard this card in order to bring another agent back, but I've got 3 agents. I'm not too worried about that, so I think I'm just going to call that the end of the blue player's turn. Okay. Yeah, nope, no red cards, so I'll just go ahead and get those discarded. And that will bring us to round 5. So here we go, blue player, we get this really good card here. I'm happy to have it. Bring these cubes. I need to pick 2 cards. This is kind of tricky because I definitely need influence, but I'm going to need to spend an influence to get it. I don't necessarily want that card. Let's look at what it does in case you're new to it. So this is, you would pay a cube, or pay a coin, sorry. And then when you take this action, you draw a card. You basically just take the rightmost card from the street. Or if you pay 2 influence, then you can bring down a card from your guild hall to use that action. So I think I'm going to skip it. I'm going to skip that to grab these 2. I don't know if this is smart, but this is what we're doing. I think, is that might be 2 cards. No, that's just 1. Oh my gosh, what a joke. Struggling, oh my gosh. Get out of here. Okay, so we've got that. I'm not feeling awesome about this. I need 1, 2, 3, 4 cubes. I'm getting low on cubes here. Let's see, oh wow, ugh. That's going to bring us over here for round 5. Okay, no cards in our guild hall right now. We do have some monsters that are our cards that'll come out soonish. But we need to draft 3 cards, it looks like. We're going to do 1 skip, 2 skip, 3 skip. So I'm going to need both of these again. And you would be amazed at how many times the bot just naturally skips blue cards. Like, it's crazy how often it happens. So it was 1 skip, 2 skip. So we want this, this, and this. Oh, I need to... It's okay, we're going to shuffle and refill right now. Grab these. Should have done that earlier, but, you know, I'm clearly amazing right now. And obviously doing a great job showing off my solo mode that I like a lot. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. Something like that. Go ahead and slide these down. Like that. Oh my gosh. I might need to stop. I'm going a little crazy. I'm accidentally letting some of my negative energy and stress slide in, and my dog is driving me bonkers. Okay, so we just drafted. We need to now take care of our cubes. 3 cubes. All right, 3 cubes. We are almost at the end of this set. There's 3. Ooh. Okay, nobody got attacked. But if we do, our defense is 5. Again, I know that's hard to see. I have fixed it, I promise. It should be easier to see on your copy. And now we're going to go ahead and grab that card. Let's see. Oh, we have 2 cards. Both of them have their middles full, so either way, we're just going to grab a bottom one. Let's see here. Okay. We don't have any influence or goodwill shown, so skip that. Oh my gosh, you guys were fighting. This is so exciting. We're going to go fight, maybe. Okay, so there's 2 different ways to fight. You could fight the most number of monsters possible. Or you could fight the strongest. Some of the fighting symbol says hunt the strongest using your battle strength. But this one says hunt the most monsters that we can using our battle strength. And in both cases, you just want to play this like a smart, like whatever the bot would probably do. But this says we're going to use our battle strength plus 2. So we're going to count all of the free battle strength we have down here. Now here's what I mean by free. This card would give you money or battle. We're going to choose battle. That's free. That's not a big deal. But if we had, for example, one of these cards where you would have to use an agent to get battle, we would not count those. So in this case, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 battle to use. And we want to kill as many monsters as possible. We're trying to kill the most number of monsters possible. In this case, it doesn't matter. Oh, sorry. These monsters are all so strong that we'll just go for the strongest monster. But in the case where, let's say that this guy had a strength of 6, and then this was a strength of 3, and this was a strength of 3, we would go for the 2 3s rather than the 6, is what that's trying to say. So what we have now is an example where we're only going to be able to fight 1 monster. So let's fight the strongest one. 6, 5, 4. So we're going to go after the strongest one because it will get us the bigger reward. If we had a tie, we would just see where we had the most cubes for the bot color. If that was a tie, go for the one with the most black cubes. And if that was a tie, go from left to right. But either way, it makes the most sense. The bot has a strength of 6, and so we're going to kill this guy that has 6, and that's going to get us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reputation, which is awesome. And before I forget, let's just go ahead and refill that right here and now. Oh, see, it's just a little guy. So that's getting us 5 reputation, and this thing is coming into our guild hall, which will be great because it'll get us another another reputation later on. Okay, sometimes I forget that I'm not recording a second player. I'm recording the bot, so I should be rooting against this guy. Okay, so that was the end of their turn. We don't have any blue cards down here, so these are just going to get normal discarded. Yeah, all right, there's the bot. How are you feeling about the bot? I really like this bot. It's just, for me, it feels more simple and smooth, and you can focus on your own thing. So speaking of our own thing, we're going to go ahead and drop these cubes. Let's see. All right, no one's being attacked, but we are most definitely going on a hunt this turn. Now, here's the thing about hunting this turn is that I don't have any influence to put down 2 agents at the same time. And so, I mean, I could get 1 influence. That's fine. Let's do that. But what I need to do is take this card for my drafting action. And this is all full up, so let's put this in the neutral one here. Like that. Then I'm going to use these 2 actions to put down 2 agents on the War Council, and then I'll pick up those 2 agents so that I can go hunt. We're good there? I'm going to use this action to pick up those 2 agents. That'll give me 3 more battle strength. And so what we've got now is we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 battle strength with which to go hunt. And I think we're going to go after this one for sure. But what I want to do I want 3 points or 2 points and an agent? Because I do have those other agents out. I could get one for pretty cheap, but no, let's do 2 points and get that last agent out. Oh, I don't want to, this is a red card, so it's going to have to go to the Red Players Guild Hall. But we've got our last agent. This goes to their guild hall. We're going to get 2 points. And we need to do this. All right, that was the end of the turn. The blue player still has not paid the red player any coins for using their cards. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, apparently. But yeah, I'll just go ahead and discard these like normal. That brings us to round 6. We don't have any cards in our guild hall, and so I'm going to draft 3 cards. Do I really want... I mean, I can't get any more of those, so do I even want my own cards? Probably not. I do have enough coins to maybe get some points. Oh, but I don't have any influence. Didn't I have influence last time? Hold on. Oh, I'll hurry and pick up an influence and a goodwill. I'll just drop off the goodwill, and I'm going to use the influence to skip one of these to grab these cards here. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, once again, I cannot, why? Why is this so hard for me? Okay, this goes there, and we need to get this ready. Oh my gosh, okay, something like that, sure. Okay, that goes there. We've got these. I'll try my best to remember to pay the red player as needed. That is something that I tend to forget. Bring these down. And we need, let's see, only 1 cube? What? That's really weird. Okay, 1 cube. There's only like a couple left in there. Can you see? I think 2. Yeah, there's 2 cubes. Okay, over to the bot. Here we go. Next up. So we're bringing these down. There were 2 cards in our guild hall, which is going to get us 2 reputation. Let me turn these in and exchange it for this. So I only need 1 card. I'm skipping the first one. I don't have any influence, so I'll pull from the bank. That's very weird for me. That doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. And then we'll take the second card. Yep, so that's going to go there. And then we're taking, this one is the only one we're taking. Okay. We're going to go ahead and drop some cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I know I need these 2 cubes plus these 2. Oh, wow. Okay. That's kind of odd. All right. Nobody's getting attacked. If we do get attacked at some point, we have a defense of 3. So there's that. All right. Next up, we are going to go ahead and sleeve this card here. I'm just going to grab it so that it will just keep things simple. So all red cards, just the bottom. This is the Grand Librarian. So I'm going to grab a bottom version of that. Sleeve that in there. Just like that. And just like in a normal game, if you don't have any spots to sleeve, you don't sleeve. Unless if there is one top action in this whole game that I have right now, and so you would default to this one if that was available and you couldn't sleeve elsewhere. So just keep that in mind. That flows just like normal playage. Okay, next up we're gonna get 1 influence and 1 goodwill, it looks like. Here, let's turn these ones in and get that there. Like that. And then we're actually claiming this is so crazy. This is super crazy. And we're getting 1 reputation. So we're going to sleeve 1 of these and get 1 reputation. This is going in the first neutral card in the street. I mean, I think it's fun because I've played this 4 times and this has not happened. Last time I didn't sleeve any of these cards at all. Like, I just ended the game with my 4 cards as per usual. So I don't know. It's just kind of weird and kind of fun. Okay, so there's that. I gave myself the 1 reputation there, and so we're just going to go ahead and discard these. That was the end of the red player's turn. Blue player, let's drop these. Okay, we do have 6 over here, so the white player is being attacked with a strength of 2. Let's go ahead and block that. Could I have any more agents? Probably not. And we'll go ahead and refill another weak one there. What in the heck do I even want to do? The red player is killing me on sleeving those cards. I have a ton of agents. I have so many agents I don't even want to do this thing anymore. I have enough money to do that once. If I had 2 coins, I could... This could get me 1 coin, and I would draw a card. I would be drawing my rightmost card, which would get me some goodwill. That's a good thing to have. Keep that out of the red players. All right. So we're going to start here. I know I need to draft a card. In theory, I'm going to remember to do that. So I'm going to start here. That's going to gain me a coin, and I get to draw the rightmost card from the street. Or if I wanted to pay 2 influence, I could bring a card down from my guild hall, which that seems very circumstantial. I've never had that happen, obviously. I've only played 2 players. But I guess in a multiplayer game, like with 3 or 4 players, you probably might be able to pull that off. Unless you're the first one, who knows. But again, at the very least, I'm grabbing this coin, and it would be nice to have these here. In fact, let's change these while we're here. Get some goodwill. Take this card. Slide this down. Of course it's awkward. Of course it's awkward. All right. So I still need to sleeve a card. I would like 4 coins. Now I have 5. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to sleeve this one here into this card. Probably doesn't matter either way. Maybe. Well, I guess it kind of does matter. Here's why I'm doing that, maybe. I'm going to use this action and this action rather than just one of them because I'm going to save 2 coins. So I'm going to pay 4 coins to get 2 points and pay another 4 coins to get 2 points. Obviously having 4 points is a good thing. Now, the thing that was in my mind and why I'm kind of sad, oh, no, I can't do this. I can't do this because I have to pay... I need to pay the red player for using these actions, don't I? Darn it. Okay. Let's take this back. Let's take that back. Because I do need to pay the red player the 1 coin. I'm realizing I would do this whole turn differently if I was thinking more clearly, but I'm not, so we're gonna roll with it. What I was gonna do, but I won't have enough coins to do it. What I was going to do is discard these 2 cards, because I don't plan on using them, in order to use this action from the street to sleeve another flag in a card, but I can't do that. But I could do that to use that one to get 2 coins. Let's do that. So I'm discarding these 2 cards to use that effect in the street that will get me 2 coins. And then I'm going to use one of those coins to take this action. I'm just going to hand it over to the red player and not take the camera with me, to pay these 4 coins. Yeah, maybe this is good. And I'm going to pay the player again in order to get those tokens there. And I'm taking that action, so I'm getting 2 goodwill. I just need to be able to skip soon. Skip to my loo. And since I'm using, yeah, well, this is going to end up in the Red Players Guild Hall, which isn't great for me, but it is what it is. Okay. Oh man, guys, I'm losing my mind a little bit. I'm telling you, my phone has never been so busy in my whole life. I haven't turned off my phone in years, and I didn't turn it off, but I did silence it and put it in the other room so that I can't feel the jingle, 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 jingle. Looking at what the blue player could take, we could take this one, but we're very low on money. So I'm going to need definitely this card. I need 3 altogether. 1, 2, and this one could get me some more money, or War Council. I think we're going to do that. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Something like that? Sure. Okay, put that there, that there. Let's get that refilled. And bring these back. Okay, so where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cubes. Oh yeah, this is the round. I only had the 1 cube. That was so weird. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that was 6. Dang it. I had a few good streaks there, but not anymore. So if I am doing this correctly, we have round 7 now, and then we flip 1 more card. Okay, so here we go. We'll bring this down, and we receive 1 reputation for that. That's fun. And let's see, what else have we got? We're going to draw 2 cards. We're skipping, and drawing the next 2. So skip, skip. We're skipping a lot in this one. And then we want these 2. Okay, so that's going to get the blue player some coinage. And bring these back. Again, this bot has just played so differently each time I've played this. We have no defense this turn. See, I promised there were some. No defense. And so that's of note. Okay, cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. This is not looking good for the bot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we've got this attack here. They are attacking both of us with an attack of 4. I'll just put this in the blue player's guild hall, but that's an attack of 4. The blue player can't defend, so they go down 1, and neither can the red player, so they go there. Okay, next we're going to sleeve this card, and it is going to go into this neutral spot here. It is another Grand Librarian. Okay. Now, if you couldn't sleeve the one that's shown, just go to the next one in reading order is how I do it. And that's never happened to me, but maybe it will happen this turn. We've seen lots of crazy things happening so far this game that I'm recording. So yeah, there it is. All right, now we are drawing 1 influence and 1 goodwill. Yep, even though we took from the bank, we just still follow the rule there. Okay. And then we're going to sleeve another card. That is hilarious and crazy. I can't believe it. There are not that many icons. It's just the way it is. Okay, so we're going to sleeve that card. And this means move your tower up 1. If it was already up at the top, which it almost was, you would just gain 1 reputation. But we're just going to move that up 1 like that. Blue player is going to get 3 coins as well as this card back. I see I need to hurry and refill that monster. And then we're going to discard these cards, and I'm very curious. I know this bot player is doing very well. My first game that I played with this, the bot totally killed the player, me. The second time, I lost by 3/4 of a point. And the next time, I actually won by a point or two. I can't remember. I won by a little bit. And it kind of feels like the red player's killing it this time. Who knows? We're going to find out. Now, if I can avoid... Well, let's drop the cube. All right. If I can avoid using this red card, I would. But, I would have to spend a coin to get a coin. So I have to decide if that's worth it. I don't have that much battle strength, but I do have some. Okay, I can get cubes here. So let's start over here. There is a fly that literally just went into my eyeball. So I would put one agent down to get a coin and then pick that agent back up to get 3 coins. So that just got me 4 coins, which is great because I actually think, I'm not going to take the camera, I want to draft this card here to add it here. And then I would take this action to place 2 agents down on the Capitol Hall and pick them up while spending 5 coins in order to go ahead and sleeve this card. Okay, see, we can keep up with the red player. They don't scare us. Let's go ahead and pick up an influence and a goodwill. So there's that. Maybe I should make some change while we're at it. And I have 2 coins. I could use that and those 2 to go fight. I could kill a monster to get a reputation, but that would take both of my coins and both of these. I don't know that gaining that 1 reputation is worth losing the 1 point here. So I'm just going to not do that so that I don't have to pay the red player, and we'll just give this back to them. And that'll be the end of the round. You know? Yeah. Okay, why were these here? Did I bring those this turn? I vaguely remember. I think it was a monster and from the red player, right? Yes, okay. So that's right. Anyway, I'll discard those. Okay, here we go, everybody. Final round. What are we drafting? There are only red cards over there. Are they cards that I want, or is it worth skipping? Let's see. Oh, we only need 1 card, but we've only got 2 of those. What am I doing? Oh, bringing these down. Sorry. Well, I don't necessarily need this action because I won't have a neutral card to sleeve. So probably don't want that one. I don't want this one because that would just make me draw. Would I go to war? I guess I could go to war with this one. Oh, man. This seems crazy. I am going to go ahead and take this card. That's the best I can do. I couldn't even get to that if I wanted to, and I don't know that I want to. So, here we go. Okay, last bot turn. Flip this over. We bring this back, and we're going to get 1 more reputation. I'm just going to exchange these to help myself keep my sanity. Again, if you follow my Twitter, you've seen my score sheets. The reputation isn't always this off balance. The blue player hasn't been picking up that much. Hopefully they're getting points in other ways. Specifically, they have all those agents. Okay. Now we need to go pick 2 cards. So we're going 1, 2, and we're not actually skipping because we only get 2 cards. But we are getting all of this goodwill here. So we're going to be getting these 2 cards plus 5 goodwill. Slide these down. Like that, like that. And there we go. Something like that. We need to drop cubes. We have a defensive 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wow. 5. Really fast. I don't know if it matters, but before I forget, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cubes to go into the threat zone. Again, I haven't really seen that these cubes make a difference now, but maybe there's locations where that matters. What did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, okay. There you go. And then dropping for the red player. I think it was 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this middle guy is attacking both of us with a strength of 5. The blue player cannot defend that. Our defense was 2, or the bot. I keep saying our. Ooh, whose side am I on? And we'll go ahead and just discard that card, and that's going to be that. And then I'll just super fast, let's get this shuffled back in the street. Not sure that it matters at this point. We're so close to the end. But here we go. Next up, we're going to grab this card. It's going to go on the bottom of one of our cards. Sorry, there's a little extra glare there. We don't get any influence or whatever, but we are going to go fight, count our battle score, add 2, and we are fighting as many monsters as we can using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the way to fight the most monsters with 6 would be this one, and either this one or this one, but this one has the red cube, so we are going to take this guy out as well, and that will be, so this will be 1 point and 2 points, or a point and sleeve an advancement card. Did I give myself that option before? I don't remember. If you do have the option, you should just take the points. I'll annotate that as necessary. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, red's doing great. This will go in their guild hall, which will matter for end of game scoring. And what did I just say? 4 points, I think. So there's that. Okay, that's very exciting. And we'll discard these. And we'll bring out 2 monsters just in case the blue player gets them. Let's see what happens. All right. So, blue player, you need to be smart. There's no reason for us to put somebody out at the watchtower because the monsters won't attack us anymore. Can't really use this card for anything. I've already got all of the agents I can possibly have. Maybe that wasn't the best. Maybe that's why I'm doing so poorly. Maybe I shouldn't have focused so heavily on sleeving the... Who knows? I don't know. We're just playing. This is fun. It's called a game for a reason. So, could be good for battle point, could be good. I can't... Oh, I could sleeve 1 on top. Maybe I should do that and pick the militia chief so I could get strong battle numbers. I don't have any of these, but I do have 2 of these. Okay, here's what we're going to do. First of all, we're going to sleeve. We have to sleeve. There is 1 top thing available, which is great. It's the one that I want. So I'm taking it. Now, this one's a neutral citizen. When you sleeve this, there is still a little banner, but you don't see the little flag, but this card would let me see that flag. So let's put it here, like that. Okay, so here's what we're doing. We're going to put 2 agents down to the War Council to pick them up so that we can go hunt. We're going to use this action to put down 2 agents, and then this action to pick them up and get 3 battle. And I will need to pay coins, I believe. I'm probably paying 2 coins over here. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 battle strength. Oh, is that enough? Gosh darn it. That's like not enough to do anything at all. Because those monsters, this one's a 6, this one's a 7, that one's a 2. Oh, that was dumb. Okay, but I can't remember. Oof, I'd have to go look at the rules. I think I could. I don't know if I have to pay the red player as I take the action or at the end of the action, or the end of the turn. I can't remember, but we'll keep it more fun. So I'm gonna use this action to pick up a coin and I'll give it to the red player. So there we go. And that's gonna let me draw this card, again, assuming I did that legally, which I'm not sure that I did. I'll look it up as I'm editing and annotate as necessary, but this still seems fun to me, because that's gonna allow me to draw this card, and then I'm gonna place this here, which will allow me to have another battle. So now I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 battle strength, which will let me kill this thing. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, and I don't want to sleeve an advancement card in my hand because none of them are neutral, so I'll do 2 points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 points, but this is going to go into the red players guild hall, which will earn them some goodwill. But we got 5 points, and we had fun doing it. Right. Okay, that was the end of the game. Now we need to do final scoring. So first of all, believe I'm doing this right, we need to earn goodwill for stuff that we have that's in the street. So the red player needs to get 1, 2, 3, 4 goodwill for those cards there, plus goodwill for their guild hall stuff. So they ended up with 5 more goodwill. So, wow, we've got a lot of goodwill over here. So what am I doing? So there's 4. So if I take these 4 and these ones here, I can change that out for, oh my gosh, for 20. And then the blue player is going to get 6 goodwill. All right. Okay. Now we need to get the cards all sorted. Oh, do you know what? When we discarded, this should have gone over to the red player, which in turn would have earned them 3 more goodwill. What if, yeah, I think the red player, I think the bot killed it this time. They don't normally. I'm telling you, they don't normally. Promise. But with all of that said and done, we do need to sort the cards. So we've got a whole lot of red. We got neutral, blue, neutral, blue, blue from the monster area, neutral, red. Okay, so red. And then we got our blue over here, plus those agents. Okay, so here's a score pad, but really fast before we do this, I do want to show you my other playtest games in case you're interested. So my first game was this one, and just so you can see where the bot was getting their points, and they had 66 3/4 of a point, and I lost with 52. Okay, so this is what their score looked like here. Next up, this was my second game right here, where I lost by just a little tiny bit. Same score for the bot, but the points were distributed very differently for them. They only had 10 reputation in this one. Okay. And then in this one, I won by 0.75 points, and that was their distribution there. So let's go see how, let's not go anywhere. Let's see how this one turned out. First of all, who had the most points in their coffers? Wow, we only had 8, 9, 10. We had 12. Okay, so let's write that while we're at it. So 12 for us, 16 for red. So this is the bot, me, and so 2 points for the bot. Who had the most agents? Well, definitely the blue player. They had them all. And the red player had 6, and the blue player had all 10. Okay, the most guild cards. I think the red player is going to get this one. So they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the blue player had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that was a big one. All right, so that was the bot. And then highest on the defense track. So the defense track, we were at 14. Defense track was 14 for us. And just looking over there, 17 for red. They were just down 1 slot. And so bot was higher on that one. Yeah, the bot did pretty great on this one. And then I'm telling you, it's random. It's random. It's different every time. Okay, now slots filled. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 here. And for the red player, they're going to have a lot. Red player is going to win this one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. All right, 23. I'm not sure that this one's going to be close, but that's why it's fun, right? Yeah, it's kind of fun to play against a bot. Bot had really good defense this game too, was another thing. All right, coffer stuff. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3/4. So 4.75. Gosh, this pen is getting bad. Let's see here. They had 5, 6, 7, 8 3/4. Let's see here. 8 3/4. What? Not 3/4. 0.75. Oh my gosh. Oh, what is wrong with me? Okay, I'm going to grab a calculator and figure out where that is. Okay, I couldn't find my calculator, but I think I did this right, and this was the highest scoring of the bot scores that I've had so far, for sure. That was a great round for the bot. Glad I didn't re-record or something. Anyway, so we ended up at 58. They ended up at 76. So that was a pretty big slaughter for us. Two things that I think contributed to that. Number one, the bot had some great, like they sleeved a lot. That was just their technique for this time around. So they sleeved a lot. Also, I don't think that it helped us to just focus on that when I wasn't using those agents the way that I should have been using it. Had I been using those agents better to get money and turn the money into points, this would be a very different story. But again, the whole reason I made this solo mode was so that I could play with different strategies, and I don't expect to be, great at any of them, really. And in fact, I should have been doing that a lot more with all of those agents, but I wasn't. Anyway, you saw a bunch of the cards just to reassure you. Let's show you. So again, this side is pretty much the same. There's just all different kinds of defense numbers: 2, 2, 0, 2, 0, 0, 0. Like I said, there's a lot of zeros. We just didn't see a lot of them. Okay, but on the other side, let's take a look. So we have hunting. We had 4 reputation. Gain an agent, move your defense up. Hunting, just 8 coins there. Agent and sleeving. So again, these are more powerful than these ones. These ones are a little bit weaker. Okay, and then these ones are the weakest down here. But you can see there's a lot of hunting opportunities we didn't get. We were doing a lot of sleeving and stuff like that. So anyway, that's the solo mode that I designed. For me, it's just super smooth, really simple to run, and lets me explore with the system of Edge of Darkness. So there you have it. Leave me your thoughts, your comments, as long as they're nice. If you're going to ask me why did I do that when there's an official one, the answer is I wanted to. So I did it. I like designing solo modes. It's fun for me, and even though there was one already, I still wanted to try my hand at it anyway. It's just a fun activity for me to do. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really apologize for the beginning of this video. Like I said, I do kind of have a bunch of life stuff, but I knew if I didn't get this video made today, it would be a long time before I'd make it, because with school starting, things are going to get a little chaotic for me, but I really wanted to get it out. So I'm glad that I got it out. Thank you for sticking with me. I apologize for my mistakes and my poopy attitude a little bit. I will talk to you later. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.